Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Real Get to the Chopper. I'm your host Andy Goodeye, and I'm back again with another fan commentary, and I'm continuing with my commentary on the classic animated show The Real Ghostbusters. Today I'm doing episode 4, and it's an episode called Slimer Come Home. Now I cannot remember this too much. I know it's something about Slimer runs away, if memory serves me right. Beyond that, do not know what happens. So anyway, as always then, I want to give big shout outs to all my listeners and good friends. So Luke A's Payne, James Birch, and of course my best buddy, Damien Says. And yeah, really looking forward to doing this episode. I'm really enjoying this series of The Real Ghostbusters. I will stop at season 1 so I can do other shows. I mean, I might end up doing The Real Ghostbusters season 2 later on down the line, but I want to mix it up a little bit so I don't get too bored or caught up in anything that's a bit too much. I think after this I will be doing Dungeons and Dragons. So I've got loads of different TV shows planned. I've got Visionaries, and I'm also going to be doing an episode of a show called A Dark Place. And with that then, let's do a countdown and let's get rocking and rolling. 3, 2, 1, press play. Right, so it says copyright proprietor has licensed the programming, blah, 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 blah. Again, I'm watching this on DVD, so I'll try and sync it up to you guys. There we go, music just kicked in. Ghosts walking down the street, all happy, all jolly. Walk past the 2 bins. Jump forward. He's in the logo sign. I do love this. Now, apparently there are talks of a new animated Ghostbusters cartoon. I don't know whether it will be the Real Ghostbusters. I don't know whether it will be the cast from the film of recent years. But again, I did not like Frozen Empire. I only watched it the once. And I think, if anything, I was expecting a little bit too much. Stave Puft there, getting zapped. Into the trap he goes. Right now, boom. They're the team. The Real Ghostbusters. Right, so here we go then. It's moon, a cloudy sort of thing. Let me just turn up my volume. Ecto 1 going down the street. Let's see what's going on. Now, again, I mentioned the Real Ghostbusters game before in previous episodes. The arcade game was more like a shmup game where you start at the bottom, kind of like Commando, and you work your way up the top and you take out some weird and colourful enemies. I don't think the original game was actually a Real Ghostbusters game originally, and I think they just changed the sprites to tie it in to sell it more, really. And then obviously you got the home conversions. The home conversions aren't great, really. Would have been great to get like a proper game featuring the Real Ghostbusters. Now the film, unofficial sequel Ghostbusters that came out in 360, fun game. I would have made it a little bit shorter. It feels like it's a little bit too long in places. Why are they ignoring these ghosts that just appear? Or haven't they noticed them? Even I would have seen that or heard that. Saying that though, I would have been quite happy with a game like Alien Storm, you know, like the Sega arcade game. you know, because they used guns similar to this, and they had aliens in dustbins. So it would have been it. Ooh, who's this baddie? Speaking about Poltergeist, I'm looking forward to doing the actual film Poltergeist by Toby Hooper. And I think it was produced by Steven Spielberg. Interesting whirlwind of Poltergeist there. And again, this is one of the reasons why I enjoyed watching the Real Ghostbusters. Different baddie, different ghost, demon, monster, ghoul, whatever you want to call it. Every episode had a different character and it made it unique. So, can't remember this baddie very much. Kind of looks like the Babadook, which is another film I want to do somewhere down the line. The animation looks a little bit different in this episode. I'm not too sure why, actually. Yeah, before I forget, guys, my next film that I'll be doing a commentary on is Gorgo, which is a giant sort of like monster movie that my wife bought me the 4K special edition, limited edition actually, and it's a film I've not seen since I was about 6 or 7, so I cannot wait. Hey. Yeah, I think I remember what happens. He eats the cake and then they tell him off and he runs away. Speaking about diet, Ernie Hudson, who played Winston Zedmore in the original Ghostbuster films, have you seen that guy? Isn't he like about 67 years old or older? And he is jacked. He looks amazing for his age. Honestly, he puts me to shame. And no, honestly, like Ernie Hudson looks incredible. Nice little throwback there. Now, you mentioned the first time we met him. There will be another episode that ties back to the Ghostbusters film. He does have feelings. Good old Slimer. Really sad music. And off he goes, down through the floor, into the reception area, and he's writing a note. Did he just eat the pencil? Or pen? Goodbye, Slimer. It's raining. It's like a pop video. I really like Lorenzo Music as the voice of Peter Venkman. Now, I know they changed his voice later on. I think it was David Coulier. Didn't like the voice as much because I felt like this was our Peter, the Peter that we went on many adventures on. Now, funnily enough, I've probably mentioned it before, but, Lorenzo Music did the voice of Garfield the Cat. Bill Murray, who played Peter Venkman in the film, ended up doing the voice of Garfield in 2 movies. Looks like he's going to follow them. Do love all the little sound effects and music. And Peter's going off to sneak to find him. And yeah, at some point I will be doing Ghostbusters the film. Oh, before I forget, guys, I am going to try and do something a little bit different. From March onwards, I'm going to try and do more films, 2 films a week, basically. So I've got a schedule. Whether I can stick to it, I do not know, but I'll try my very best. And if not, I miss a week and I just carry on with the normal schedule. But I will be adding another show to the schedule, which is Dark Place. It's only 6 episodes. Really good fun, sci-fi parody show of 80s spooky stuff. And it's really good, really underrated. More people need to see it if they haven't watched it already. Now, again, looking at the PKA meter, you could get all that. You could get the ghost thing. The Real Ghostbusters really were a massive sort of like marketing thing when it came to clothes, when it came to toys, whether it came to cereal and baseball caps like that. They had it. Now, again, talking about animation here, I love the way it's all cells, like animated, cell by cell. Obviously, you make the most of the background, and then you just animate a few little things. The way you move it, you move the image around to try and save what you do, reuse certain cells again, back and forth. But obviously, if all this was done now, like maybe the new Ghostbusters cartoon when it does come out, it's all sort of like, done with computers. So this style of 2D animation is really like a lost art. Kind of like a vampire / Babadook creature. It's interesting. It's not quite raining or anything, so I'm not sure why they're wearing hoods like the coats. Was it raining earlier on? Can't remember. It's quite an interesting character design, this. These ghosts and whatever are very generic. But the baddie of the week was always interesting. Hmm. Again, it had humor. It was fun. How the interesting way they talk. I'm sure Lorenzo Music was one of the voice of the guys that just ran off. There he is. Interesting. Some nice, interesting monsters there. Generic baddies there. So what they're doing is absorbing them. So if the ghosts go into that big thing, they get absorbed. Right. Oh, he doesn't mean that. Oh no. The PKE meter is very different in the cartoon than it is in the actual films. And you could get stuff like that. You'd get stuff like the PK meters. Oh, they got him. Oh, What they're going to do without proton packs now. It looks like it. I also love this dramatic music. Oh, shooting out some weird laser. Oh, it's fire. I think Slimer is going to save him if memory serves me right. He's going to try and absorb them. Again, really good, interesting character design for this baddie. Really stands out. The laser, the protons beams look very different. They've got more of a hint of green. I'm not sure why. Yeah, the color seems a little bit off in some of the characters on this episode. I got a feeling it's not over yet. Or is it? Oh, it looks like this could be the end. He did. Oh, what's this? Ice cream or cake? Oh, he's going to do the same thing again. Yep, he did it again. He just can't help himself, Slimer. I think in the original film, it was the model itself was like onion head. What did he do? Hey. Well, yeah, that was an alright episode. Not my favourite one. I think my favourite one so far has still been episode 3. Yeah, not a bad episode. Not the greatest episode, I will say. Looking forward to some classics, though. That's what I'm looking forward to. And again, you can't always get gold all the time. And with that then, guys, I shall see you all next time with another commentary. Goodbye from me.